Hello, and welcome to this episode of Snail Mail with Smokey. I'm Smokey. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you're at. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. Here on Snail Mail with Smokey, we talk all things snail mail. So whether it's philately, the collection and study of postage stamps, postcards, postcrossing, first day covers, if it goes through the postal system, we talk about it here on this channel. I just got back from downtown. I went to our local post office. I picked up some stamps. Pretty soon I'm going to begin to fill out all of my postcards that I'll be sending out for World Postcard Day. Remember, that's coming up quick. That's Sunday, October 1st is World Postcard Day. So if you haven't signed up for Postcrossing yet, go over to the website, postcrossing.com. It's totally free to sign up and begin trading postcards with people around the world. Really looking forward to this year. Really excited all the postcards that I'm seeing that people have created to send on World Postcard Day. I've even started getting a few in the mail, and so I'll be sharing those with you in future episodes. But today, like I said, I went to my local post office and I picked up some stamps. What I thought was great is the lady behind the counter put them in this little envelope, which reminds us to collect commemoratives. They're fun, they are history, and they are America. So it's good to see that the United States Postal Service is supporting philately and stamp collecting. So I picked up several things at the post office, and I want to show you those. This is the first set of stamps that I picked up. These are Endangered Species stamps. Now, I want to show you how the U.S. Sells their stamps if you're not familiar. I know in other countries like Canada, Rob on That Dead Guy, he shows new issues when they come out. And it seems like all of their stamps come in a nice little booklet. And they have information about the stamp and the history behind the stamp. The USPS does not do that. I wish they did. You can find some limited information about the design and creation of the stamp if you go to the USPS website and you click stamps and you search through the stamps and you click on the stamp. They'll give you a brief description of the stamp, but as far as what you buy at the counter, you don't get that. So these come in sheets or panes of 20 stamps, and this particular pane is of Endangered Species. I really like these stamps. There's only one thing I don't like. If you notice, there is a snake stamp. I have a healthy respect for snakes. You might even call it a huge fear of snakes. I just don't like them at all. But the rest of these animals are so great. These stamps are really beautiful, I think. And I think they'll look great on postcards going out for World Postcard Day. So I had to buy this endangered pane of stamp. The next way that the U.S. issue stamps is in little booklets like this. You can fold them, and these also come in little booklets of 20. And these are brand new to the USPS. These are piñata stamps. There are two designs. There's the actual donkey piñata, and then there's the star. And so they come in a variety of colors. They have confetti in the background. They're really fun stamps. And I really like them, so I picked them up. These also come in sheets or panes of 20. Now, I want to talk about these for a minute because these are both forever stamps. And so when you hear someone talk about a forever stamp, what are they talking about? Well, for the longest time in the United States, you would buy a stamp, it would have a face value, whether it was 25 cents or 39 cents, 41 cents. It would have a face value, and that's what it cost you to mail a letter first class within the United States. So when I was growing up, the first I remember is 25 cents. You went to the post office, you bought a sheet of stamps. They were 25 cents a stamp, and they were good. as long as first class postage was 25 cents. But when it went up to, I think it went from 25 to 29 cents. When it went to 29 cents, you had to put your 25-cent stamp on plus 4 additional cents to make the 29-cent first class rate. So that's just the way it was for a long time until 2007. And what happened in 2007 is the United States Postal Service decided to release forever stamps. And what they are is they are non-denominational first class postage stamps. And so what that means is they can be used in perpetuity to mail first class letters no matter what the postal rate might be. Now, today, the postal rate for a first-class letter within the United States is 66 cents. It just went up back in July, and it's been going up twice a year for the last several years, so I imagine it'll go up again in January, the first part of the year. So when I bought these stamps, I paid 66 cents a piece for each one of these stamps, as well as this stamp right here. And so that leads me to this very short disclaimer. I'm showing you these stamps, but I'm not going to trade them. I'm not going to give them away. I'm going to use them for post-crossing and for swaps and mail like that. If you see stamps that I'm showing you and you like, you can go to the USPS.com. You can order them online. They will ship them to you anywhere you're at on the planet. And it's a really easy process to do. So yeah, these are good for first-class postage. So what this means by a forever stamp is that if postage goes up next year or in 2 years or in 10 years, if I have these stamps, they will always be good for first-class postage in the United States. So if in 3 years it's $1 to buy a postage stamp, and I have these stamps that I paid 66 cents for, I can still use these forever stamps. So I think it was really smart of the USPS to come up with this forever stamp policy. So no matter what you buy, you're able to use those, like I said, in perpetuity for first-class postage. And so I think that that's really great. The next item I bought are these. These are international stamps. They're also forever stamps. Once again, what makes them a forever stamp is that there is no denomination printed on them. So these are first-class postage international stamps. One of these stamps will mail a letter, a 1-ounce letter, or a postcard anywhere in the world. Here in the United States, it is the same rate if I mail to Canada, if I mail to Mexico, if I mail to Germany, or Great Britain, or Japan, or China. It's all the same rate. It's $1.50 now to mail a letter or postcard internationally. And that is what these international forever stamps cost. They cost $1.50. I don't use these very much. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because I found that a lot of people that I swap with, a lot of people in Postcrossing, besides being members of Postcrossing and collecting postcards, they also collect stamps. And so, although this is really easy, I buy a sheet of these. They're come in sheets of 10s. They're $1.50 each. So this sheet was $15. I put one stamp on the postcard and I send it anywhere in the world. But I kind of like to do a little postal math. And so I like to put 2 or 3 or 4 stamps on a postcard when the space allows me, especially to someone who says that they are a philatelist or they're someone who collects postage stamps. So I'll put, if today the rate is 66 cents, that's what these are worth. I'll put 2 66-cent stamps, that's easy for you to say, on the postcard. And then that leaves me 18 cents that I have to deal with. And so you can do that in a variety of ways. One of the ways that I do that is by purchasing this sheet of stamps. These are school bus stamps, and these are additional ounce postage. So here in the U.S., if you send something that's over an ounce, you have to pay the additional postage. And the additional postage for an additional ounce is 24 cents. So I pay 24 cents a piece for these. So I might slap 2 endangered species stamps and one of these, and that gets me to $1.56, I believe, if I'm doing the math right, which is over the $1.50 mark, I know, to send internationally, but I'm okay to support the USPS and give them the extra 6 cents. And then someone who collects stamps gets 3 or 4 stamps on their postcard, and it makes their day a little brighter. You can also do it like this. These are 1 cent stamps if you just want to add for decoration, or you're missing a cent or 2 off the postal rate. These are 2 cent stamps. These are 3 cent stamps. These are 5 cent stamps. And then these are 10 cent stamps. So like I said, I like to do a little postal math. And depending on the size of the postcard, if I'm sending a smaller postcard, I'm more likely to use an international stamp where 1 stamp's all I need. But if I'm using a bigger postcard, or I'm sending a letter, or I'm mailing stamps to someone, I'll use these lower denomination stamps to add up to the value that I need to mail the postcard or letter that I'm mailing. One last thing are these. These are postcard stamps for use inside the U.S. It's 51 cents now to send a postcard in the United States. And so I do have some people here in the States that I swap with and trade with. And so oftentimes I'll just use one of these postcard stamps to mail the postcard. So that is it. That is my trip to the post office today. I wanted to show you what I bought. I also wanted to explain a little bit about first class postage and about forever stamps. So thanks so much for watching the channel. If you haven't done so yet, I'd ask, please subscribe to the channel. We're about 425 subscribers. I am so excited about that. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. One of my goals when I began the channel was to get to 500, and that's within reach. So please help me to do that by subscribing to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Also, share this video with your friends and family, those who enjoy postage stamp collecting and post-crossing and philatelic content like that. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.